The following podcast contains real reviews and the ridiculous reactions of two would-be oracles of the internet. The opinions expressed and presented are mere musings, so please humor their hijinks with a laugh and not by taking anything they say seriously. Seriously.
TripAdvisor. I don't know. People be leaving reviews places these days, and it's our duty to pick them up and say, "Wow, they really screwed the pooch on this attempt, didn't they?"
Mm-hmm.
I think that's all we do. We're funny, hopefully, by the end of it, at least a couple times. Look at internet culture sometimes. I don't know, man. Let's let the cheese do the talking here. I got a review. I was trying to get a seasonal snowboarding review, but this was served. This found me, the best reviews.
Okay.
This is from Amazon, the Protective Padded Shorts, 3D Protection Hip Butt, EVA Protection Gear, Guard Ski, Snowboard, Skateboarding, 5 size men, women, youth, kids. It's just some, athletic undies with padding on them.
Okay.
Amazon customer, a close friend of the show, titles their review, "Saves one from bodily damage." She writes, "Although this is sold for children, it seems comfortably for an adult, 5'8", 120 pounds. Have been using it while roller skating and have been taking such hard hits to the backside that possibly could have led to the hospital. However, this product makes it seem as if you didn't even fall. Yes, you will be sore for a few days, but not crippled. It is a true blessing here. Highly recommend for any ice skaters or roller skaters and does tricks or tend to go fast. You will not be disappointed. 5 stars.
I suppose if you're using, the measuring stick of crippled, yes, no, there's 1 unit of measurement, and crippled is that unit,
right,
then being sore for a few days is kind of like you didn't fall at all.
Almost.
Because you're not crippled.
What's hitting me here is, with or without padding, if I'm going to be in a situation where I could be debilitated, and they're like, well, you can wear these undies and then you'll be safe. I just don't buy it. I just don't buy that would, these underoos with some styrofoam on them.
Is it really just underoos?
I'll say they're athletic wear spandex shorts, right?
Okay. I'm kind of picturing I know some soccer keepers will have cool half tights.
Looks very hockey pads to me.
All right.
Yeah, I sent you a little picture.
Okay. This is some Power Ranger looking stuff.
Right. Yeah, you're really, I don't know, shooting the gap. What do they do in Power Ranger land? Jump the Zord?
Yeah, you're jumping the Zord in these, no doubt.
Yeah, trip the Zordon, so to speak.
It looks like a pair of spandex with tire treads adhered to it. Yeah, on the butt, on the lower cheek, and on the hip.
I'm always appreciator of the hip protection. You get hit on that hip bone, that hurts.
Mm-hmm.
But really what this looks designed for is protection from a kick me sign. This looks like that pad is perfectly designed so people just cannot kick you right in the ass.
It's probably also the cause of the kick me sign.
Is the diaper booty that you get from these bad boys.
Little George with his booty butt.
Yeah, you're not doing good. You got perma apple bottom jeans going on from these boots with the fur. So she's roller skating.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like she would have specified if it was the what do they call it? The cool roller, the inline battle skating. What's that called?
Roller blade. Oh, like roller derby.
The roller derby. She would have specified if this was a roller derby situation. These definitely seems like some shorts you could throw on for some roller derbage.
Yeah, if you're derbying it up, then either you've got way more safety equipment than this, or you're just so strong and don't care that you use nothing.
Rugby player style. Your bones are the padding. But I feel like Amazon customer really would have specified if this was roller derbying. In which case, what kind of high contact regular roller skating is going on here?
I don't know. Maybe it's just our Midwestern sensibilities that we so rarely see roller skaters, bladers, any type. That we don't know what danger lurks out there for those who.
I don't know. I've seen the Power Rangers movie, man. I kind of know what inline roller skating's all about.
Yeah, I've seen Brink. I've seen Barbie. I know people who lived in California and skated a lot. That's what I'm saying.
You remember that opening scene of the Power Rangers movie? Sweet skate? Montage. They skate across Angel Grove, man, to the keep on trucking on during that song.
It's kind of a little bit of Mighty Ducks 2 action there then.
Oh, yeah. Definitely like Mighty Ducks cool, but I don't know. I feel weird calling Power Rangers cool because it's not the same kind of cool as actual cool, but yeah, there's a sweet montage, man. You gotta check that out. But you know what I want to check out?
What do you want to check out?
A little review that you brought.
All right, I got a little set of reviews here. I kind of just recently have been finding little sets of reviews and like, what am I gonna do with all these? I guess read them. Here's an Amazon review. This one's a short one to start. An Amazon review for Campbell's condensed chicken noodle soup, 10.75 ounce can pack of 4. Classic Campbell's chicken noodle. You dump it in and you fill the thing with water. You dump that in. Or at least that's what the product listing is. It appears that this review is actually for flavor name baked potato with steak and cheese.
Oh, that's pretty fancy for a simple Campbell's.
Yeah. Amazon user Ale Monkey titles their review, "No thanks," and writes, "Looked like molten lava and tasted like hot dog water. Never again, Campbell's, 1 star."
Well, that's so much for that fancy, intriguing flavor.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm going to be trying it. Just makes me think of Sanic.
A little chili dog water.
A little chili dog water. I don't want any of that.
Chili dog water.
Ooh, chili dang water. Here's a better review, though. This is flavor name beef with country vegetables. None of them city vegetables in our soup.
Yeah, this is a normal run-of-the-mill flavor we got here.
This is from Shane Bias. Shane titles his review, "Gross!" 3 exclamation points, and writes, "Absolutely disgusting. I opened a can and almost gagged at the smell. I thought maybe hot is better, so cooked it, which was even worse. Still not 100% convinced I just wasted my meager food budget. I taste tested a large spoonful, chewed up veggies and beef, and was utterly repulsed by cheap, rotten tastes and textures with absolutely no appeal to my palate. So I spit it out and dumped the whole bowl in the garbage, which I hate to do. Do you hear that, Campbell's? You cost me money and made me waste food. This foul excrement is just that. Which begs the question, who ate it before you? Cancel this horrid product and don't waste a cent on it. Hopefully you don't get stuck with a flat like me. Good day. 1 star."
I don't understand in a world where someone doesn't know what they're getting when they buy some Campbell's soup.
I don't understand a world where someone smells something and is like, "That's bad, let me heat it up." It smells worse than like, "Well, let me try it just to be sure."
That is putrid. Let me boil the bad out.
Yeah,
that's what cooking's for.
I learned that in science class.
Yeah, you know.
You heat it up and the grossness gets scared and it leaves.
Yeah, you want to drink bleach, you just got to boil it first, and then it becomes good to go. I'm trying to think of another food where that precedent is, and it's like jackfruit's the exception.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of, is jackfruit.
And there's like cheese is funky, but you can't, that's another sort of exception to the rule. You want the funk.
Yeah, so you want some rottenness to some cheeses.
There's a controlled funkening that I don't trust in my canned goods.
Yeah, you don't want any funk, zero funk, please.
Yeah, I think being in a can, that is sort of implied no funk.
The most funk you want is a little bit of metallic funk.
The aluminum can is sort of a symbol of anti-funk.
The only funk that's locked in is, the taste of metal.
Yeah, Spam is about as funky as it can get, but Spam is only funky because there's so much sodium it could kill an elephant.
I'm so glad you brought that up, but before we comment on that, I've got one more review.
Sure.
This is from Jesse F. for cream of mushroom with roasted garlic soup.
Oh, cream of mushroom, the classic sort of ingredient, but they add a little roasty, toasty garlic. I'm interested.
That, yeah. Jesse, she got a pack of 12. Titles her review, Heavy Boxes, and writes, "These items were delivered after dark, which is fine. They were placed at the corner of the living room door, and if not for Alexa, I would not have known they were there. I do not use this door. I do not appreciate walking around my house in the dark. If you lived in a rural area in Arizona, you would know why. I put a table in the driveway right outside my patio door, which is well lit. It's been used once. I am elderly and do not walk well. While this is not your fault, it would be nice for packages to go on the table. By the way, the picture that was taken shows a well-lit area. I'm sure the light is from the camera that was used. I did not have a light on. 1 star.
This poor lady's got a chupacabra problem.
Is that what it is? I don't know much about rural Arizona.
Yeah, there's so many, the sort of evil implication that she had
here
there.
I thought it was just coyotes, or at the very worst, sort of that 3-headed coyote mythic monster that's like, it lies to you and gets you to do bad things.
Yeah, we're talking upper echelon scary things here. Oof. Because the whole point of living in the rural area is you don't worry about the burglars and the standard sort of scary other human elements. This is if they are worrying about humans, it's a hills have eyes deliverance type human situation. I
think you're probably closer to the truth with the cryptid carnival that just sort of
right. It's either cryptids, it's cryptids, some sort of ghouls. Yeah, some sort of ominous banjo playing something.
Heaven forbid you got to go to the corner of your house to get to use that door there.
Right. That's the Mothman door.
That's why the light is off over there.
Mothman doesn't like when I use that door and the light comes on. He comes in, he just scoots right up. Then you got a Mothman on your hands.
Get out of here. Get out of Mothman.
And then, to get rid of a Mothman, you're going to have to get some Jeepers Creepers. You're going to have to get a Jeepers Creeper to fight the Mothman. And then Hollywood's going to want to show up, get movie rights to that. And
that's a whole thing.
I just wanted my 12 cans of condensed garlicky soup. My barrel of mushroom. And I can't be bothered with the fresh garlic here, or to get one of those cute little jars with the cute little teal the packaging. I need my mushrooms pre-garlicked, all right? And a little Ouroboros Cerberus coyote beast that has made a nest around my side door, as all rural Arizona houses have.
You know this if you live here.
You need a fake door for the cryptids to think that you use.
Sort of hang out there like a 1950s gang.
Meanwhile, you're a very smart human. You just use a different door. They don't use
the patio door. They never thought of that.
Who would go out of their way to use the patio door? That's foolish.
Guess who? Jesse F.
Yeah, and Jesse thought that this Amazon driver would be privy to the whole rural Arizona cryptid situation.
Maybe he is himself a cryptid Amazon driver.
Oh.
Not a lot of people out there in rural Arizona to drive. They hire anybody.
one of those Amazon drivers where after they, at 4 a.m. in the fog, after they deliver their last package, it just sort of drives into the distance and you don't know where that Amazon truck fades away into.
Yeah, when you're on Amazon and you see if you order within the next hour, it can be delivered between 2 and 6 a.m. You're like, who's making those deliveries? Mothman? Mothman or ghouls and ghosts?
Beastmen and women.
Banshees.
Sentient piles of goo, perhaps? I've seen a sentient pile of goo drive a delivery truck.
It's hard to know what pronouns to use in their situation, but...
Right. We got a it's, we got a they, them, because pile of goo, that could be a lot of little goos making up one big goo.
That's true. It's an entity of goo.
And if it's a hive mind situation, it might be like that. And at that point, that's also very hard for people from Arizona to navigate. True, I think, is what's intimidating. Yeah, really, she wasn't upset about the cryptid door package drop off. She just is channeling her being upset, being confused at her goo driver. My goo driver was so androgynous. I just didn't even know what to say. Don't you hate that?
This is the world we live in now, Jesse.
You can't tell a goo from a gooerl. Hey, I still got it. All right, I'll read a review, I think. Speaking of outside, speaking of crazy things happening outside, let's go back to Amazon, because that's the bread, that's the butter, baby. And from Amazon, believe it or not, I have a listing for 1 cubic foot of 100% natural wheat straw.
Okay.
That's 4 pounds of straw.
Which is different than hay, everyone. I assume being
Thank
from
you.
rural Midwest, everyone who's listening knows that.
I didn't link myself to a specific review here. I'm going to take a page out of Matt's book and they're all very similar and all shocked me in the same sort of way. So I'm just going to read some and I'm sure we'll get what that note was.
Okay.
Let's start with Mimi. She's right at the top of these reviews. Let's let Amazon curate these for us. Mimi titles it, "A lot of straw at a good price." They write, "I ordered this for my feral cat shelter. I was pleasantly surprised at how much straw was in the box, and the quality too. Would purchase again. 5 stars.
Okay.
Okay, we got Kindle customer Nagolian over
My
here.
My eyes have narrowed. I hope yours have, listening audience.
They title it, "Good product for outside cats. I got this from my outside cat house. No packaging in the box. It wasn't an issue. It wasn't wet or anything. Good price for the amount. Cats are happy. I would recommend 4 stars.
What?
Amazon customer. Good amount of straw here for feral cat shelters. Only have 1 shelter so far, but plenty of straw left. Clean and well packaged in its own box for storing. Arrive fast. Had misunderstanding at first. His husband got packaged and thought it was his, leaving me to think it wasn't delivered. No harm, as was able to contact the seller in case of actual problem. Will purchase this again, though I'm sure 5 stars.
Okay. I'm just groaning at the unnecessary. We don't need to know the details of your little bumbling...
Right, your little personal
slapstick
bumblage.
life.
I'm sure it's very, very important that these feral beasts...
What in the world?
Have their comfy straw, but your husband having a 10-minute mishap. Not really noteworthy. Now, it's hard to, another hard to navigate comedy situation here, because you don't want to talk bad about people doing this is a kindness, right?
Right, sure. Tender. Love and care.
Right. Anyway, you shake it. They are being nice. They don't have to give these feral cats a house. But is this straw in a box any better than the little situation they had going? I just don't know. What's so good about this 4 pounds of straw that these feral cats need so bad?
Yeah, that is a very good point. Like, when you buy wood shavings for your hamster to roam around in, that's because the little guy can't go outside and get it himself.
Yeah, he can't get the real wood shavings, the natural wood shavings outside. Roam the hills, the piles of wood shaving that hamsters need in their natural habitat. But feral cats, I don't know. Maybe I'm putting too much trust in feral cats' ability to live. I know cats to be resourceful little dudes.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, any cat I know can find itself a thicket and bed down in a thicket.
I know cats to be thicket-finding machines.
It's what they're made for, practically. Mousing in thickets. Maybe walking on fences all cool, too.
Walking on fences all cool, singing little cheeky songs about how they're sort of bad to the bone while there's sort of a fishbone aesthetic going on.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I don't know. I picture myself as a feral cat. I would see this human setting up a box for me filled with this stupid straw, and I wouldn't want it. I would be like,
what do you think I am? Some sweater wearing yacht sailing boy?
Yeah, what are you going to put a collar on me and lead me around your house? You're going to set up a little obstacle course for me? No. The world is my obstacle course, Amazon
I see
customer.
Some steps there I can crawl under. I'm going to crawl under them steps.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a little bed for myself out of dead rats because I'm such a capable feral hunter.
You're gonna hear meowing from underneath your porch. You're gonna say, "Let's not use that door anymore." And I'm like, only got so many doors with the cryptid situation. Feral cats living under the deck. Well,
it's only so long before those feral cats gain the strength of a cryptid themselves.
Yeah, don't try and restrain me with your boxed straw.
Unless there's a snowstorm, that's one thing feral cats are. I don't know how equipped they are. Other than that, though, I ain't too worried about feral cats. I think they can take care of themselves here.
Yeah.
And I think $16, I'm pretty sure you can get a way comfier cat bed than straw for $16.
Oh, for sure.
Maybe it's just because you can pee-pee poo-poo on straw, and it's not really a big deal, the disposability.
Yeah, let it rot down to nothing.
Yeah, but I mean, these cats are feral. What are you trying to spritz up the place for them? I don't know. I just can't relate, I guess.
Nor I.
I was like, what are people using this 4-pound box of straw for? Oh, they are breeding feral cats on their property.
Yeah, I would not have expected. Get them spayed if you're gonna host them.
Correct me if I'm mistaken, audience. There's a comment section on the website. Please inform me of the how to take care of feral cats. But at some point, you don't want to create feral cats unless you're ready for that, or to shelter feral cats unless you're ready for that responsibility. Because before you know it, more feral cats are showing up. Maybe you don't put out the food for them like usual. They're clawing at your door. They're fucking gnawing through your windows and shit.
Suddenly the support beams for your lofted deck with hot tub are just eroded to nothing because they've been peeing on it.
Yeah, before you know it, you got a hot tub full of cat piss. And not just any old cat piss. That's bad enough. This is feral cat piss. That's doubled strength.
You don't know what sort of things they're putting in their little cat bodies.
Not wheat straw, I'll tell you that much. I don't got time for that.
I don't know we got time for much before we go to break, but we got time for this one. It's a Google review for Lil Ted's Pub and Grill. Where the heck is this? This is in Nebraska City. Justin Long, speaking of Jeepers Creepers.
Oh, what's up, Justin?
Justin Long has this to say of Lil Ted's Pub and Grill. Taco salad sucks. Bone-in chicken wings suck. Enough said. 3 stars.
Yeah, you don't want to be messing those up, man.
I don't know. What is enough said with that?
I could use some more, but also I think I understand the sentiment. Listen, dude, if this sucks and this sucks, is there hope?
That's true. I guess, okay, we got the breakdown here. He gives food 2, service 5, atmosphere 5.
Oh, wow. So delightful company. Trash food. Well, that's nice of him to give it 3 then, I think.
Yeah, that is fair. All right, we'll go to break with his Taco Bell review. He says, "Don't get chalupas. They're hard as hell. The 2 times I've been, service is slow. Like, what the hell you guys doing in there?" Shake my head. 2 stars.
Bro had some beef, some taco. Hold the beef with Isabel here.
He's got a Taco John's review. Place is a joke. Pulled up, every employee was sitting on curb outside smoking. Got up and ran inside. Took forever to make 2 orders. 2 employees had pajama pants on. Shake my head. LOL. 1 star.
We do hate a pajama pants in a hot oil environment.
Yeah, that's not a good combo.
All right, that's the break.
Let's go. Hey everybody, thank you for listening to our lovely little podcast. If you'd like to go above and beyond in supporting our show, or have the most fabulous conversation starter since sliced bread, go to reviewparty.com. Click on shop and explore some fabulous t-shirt designs.
Where's your favorite place to wear a t-shirt?
On my body.
Mine is at the store.
That is a good place to wear a t-shirt. Reviewparty.com. Click shop.
Why stop there?
Don't stop now.
Don't stop me now, because I'm buying a t-shirt. I'm buying a shirt.
Ladies and gentlemen, friends, neighbors, enemies, rivals, whoever you are out there listening, listener, welcome to the second half of the episode, and welcome to Precious Max. It's bad to the bone. What's a Precious Max, Matt? That's the segment where it might be similar to other segments. One could argue. Well, one shouldn't argue it, though, because it's just a general grab bag of reviews of a certain product from any site, and it doesn't bear any similarities to any other segments. You heard it here. I've got a whole bunch of reviews from Amazon for, as referenced probably 10 minutes ago, spam.
Oh!
Yeah. Yeah.
That's always on my mind. It's no coincidence it came up. It's just... Well, no, it is coincidence because I'm always thinking about spam. And I'm in a constant state of trying to restrain myself from just having an hour of, top to bottom spam content on this podcast.
Well, we've got plenty of spam content to chew through here.
Finally I can indulge.
Like the Campbell's soup, we've got some different flavors here, but we should coalesce before we end. So starting up, we have an Amazon review customer for flavor name pork. Amazon customer titles their review, "Holy Salt," and writes, "Okay, I am a big bacon eater and have been known to hold my own when it comes to prosciutto, salami, and any number of cured meats. Unless you can down a half teaspoon of rock salt straight up, buy the low sodium. This is so salty, it's nearly inedible. 2 stars.
I mean, yeah, but he lays it all on the table.
I don't think a half, you say half teaspoon of salt.
Half teaspoon.
Of rock salt. I think I could do that easy.
I don't want just, is on the fries, on just the burger? What was the exact context?
Just saying, unless you can handle a half teaspoon of rock salt straight up.
Okay.
Don't get this spam because it's too salty.
Oh, right. What do you expect from the spam, brother?
All right, that's fair.
Yeah, that's like, this grapefruit was too sweet.
I think I just like the resume of salted meats that Amazon customer took us through.
Listen, I get the meat sweats on the daily. My meat resistance is high.
On that note, here's one. This is for the flavor name Less Sodium. I don't know if it's going a bit too far. You'll have to tell me if it's at all accurate to the culture. This is from Amazon user JuneL88. They title their review "Salty" and write, "Too salty, not suitable for Asians. 2 stars."
Oh, what?
You spent time in Japan. Did you learn that?
I think Japanese people are just as concerned or unconcerned about their sodium intake or lack thereof as any other culture I've interacted
That's what
with.
I thought. Yeah, I was.
You know, they got the soy sauce. They got the low sodium soy sauce, just like the fam.
Just like us. It's just like they're just like us.
Yeah.
Here is a review for Flavor Name Chicken right here from Amazon user Juno Wong. They titled their review, "Amazing flavor as always. Would not recommend buying from this seller though." And right, "Ordered a 12-pack for my mom on Mother's Day as a joke. She said she only received a 6-pack and started preaching, telling me how much cheaper it is at Costco. Anyways, I basically paid $40 for 6 packs of spam. Scam. 2 stars."
That's rough, buddy.
Yeah, I think the lecture from mom is probably worse than wasting $40 on 6 cans of spam.
Yeah, I'm a spam fan. I don't have it too often, but the appeal is like you don't even feel like you're spent money on the food when you eat it, right? It's like this. You take the spam out the tin, you cut it up to do a little fry job on the frying pan or what have you, and it's just like this is free. I'm almost being paid to eat this. This food is so cheap.
Mm-hmm. Unless you're in Hawaii.
Oh, is it expensive there? There's the markup situation?
Everyone, I mean, they love it for one, but everything is expensive there.
Sure.
All right, now we turn purely to jalapeno flavor. Chris H titles his review "Barely Spicy." I don't know, is that like that's a cry, little tear emoji? And Chris writes, "Just as greasy and weird as regular. I was hoping for hot. Nope. 2 stars."
Just put some sriracha on it, bro.
Yeah, dude, I appreciate it. He at least knows, like, I'm buying spam because it's weird and it's greasy. I was hoping it'd be hot. But, Similar, Gary titles his review, "Couldn't taste or see any jalapeno. Couldn't taste jalapeno at all. Then, out of nowhere, the last leftover inch, 2 bites. Yay, I tasted jalapeno. Also really fatty, 2 stars."
I kind of picture like each jalapeno spam. It's just like a spam encased around one single jalapeno.
Ooh,
You know what I mean?
that is exciting to think about.
Like if you could do a perfect cut down the middle and the cross section would just be almost scientific. Just like a jalapeno with a spam rectangle around it. I would go for that.
I would go for that too, honestly. I don't know that Amazon user Grumpa would. Grumpa titles a review, "Not much flavor," and writes, "Hardly any spicy flavor. Hala and the Peño left the stage. I wanted to try this since the only spam I ever had was 60 and 70 years ago at home and service editions. Haven't tried my smoke flavored yet. As far as jalapeno goes, bring your tiny Tabasco bottle, just like Vietnam." And that is Vietnam as 2 words. I want to just editorialize. Parentheses, "I also smothered it in jalapeno pepper chip cuts. My palate is delicate and not burned up, so that is where all this is coming from. I tried it raw, fried, and nuked. No flavor. 2 stars.
That's kind of the whole point of spam. It's kind of what I'm getting upset about.
You don't really want to taste much of anything.
Yeah, I mean, it's not... You don't eat it for the taste, I'm afraid. And the thing is I think it's so popular is because it is so adaptable. It is so doctor-uppable. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If you want it spicy, you're supposed to put Tabasco on it. You're supposed to supply your own peppers, you know, to get a peppery delight in your stir fry or what have you. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
You want more out of this. You don't buy Spam for a wonderful surprise explosion of flavor. You buy it because it's cheap protein that can fill you up.
I think Steve G totally agrees with you. We're gonna end it here. Steve G titles his review meh, but writes, "It's not as good as the original, but it'll make a turd 2 stars."
That's it, baby.
It's all you need your food to do.
Right. I'd say, it'll make a turd 4 stars. From my perspective.
Yeah. It depends on how the turd is coming out, but let's not split hairs here.
No, as long as things are moving, when it comes to my digestive system, if you take a step back, at least you're taking 2 steps forward, But yeah, thanks for the Spam.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
delicious. Yeah. How fitting, an internet show with a segment about Spam. I have a review. I guess this is the one that I have. A review from TripAdvisor for Aspen Mountain in Aspen, Colorado. Also known as the Ajax.
Okay.
It's a bit of a longer review, but we'll pump through it.
Let's go. This
is a review by Bob E. Bob E. Not Bobby, mind you. Bob
E.
Robert E. Not Roberti. They write, Aspen Mountain, or Ajax, as it is used to be known, is the closest ski area to the city of Aspen, quite literally at the town's southern edge. It was the first developed area of the resort's 4 ski hills and offers a unique winter sports experience. At a mere 675 acres, this is not a big ski area, nor an easy one. It is long and narrow in shape, essentially 2 canyons side by side, flanked by parallel ridges. A series of very difficult black and double black runs descend from the ridges into the canyons. At the bottom, narrow, steep runs snake their way down to the bottom of the resort. The area's top third, roughly above the Bell Mountain, is comprised of blue and black green tree glade runs, which vary in difficulty. However, even the blue runs tend to have technical features. Ungroomed hairpin turns, sudden steep drops, etc. That make this overall a more challenging area than the norm. For this reason, Ajax is recommended for high, intermediate to advanced skiers. I noticed 2 types of riders in evidence. 1, very good skiers who take their time on the slopes with aplomb, and 2, ski fashion models who don't seem to ski at all but enjoyed riding the gondola up and hanging at the Sundeck Bar or the private Aspen X Beach Club.
What?
The beach is in quotes, so it must be themed. Dressed in gold lame and Chewbacca fur, both seem to be having a great time. I enjoyed it too, but as a high intermediate skier myself, I definitely felt challenged. Some of the blue here would be blacks anywhere else. I stink at reading trail maps, so the fear of a wrong turn and a double black death plunge loomed. Also, due to the layout, if you don't want to ride all the way to the bottom, you end up lapping the same 1 or 2 chairs, Ajax Express, or the Gentridge 2-seater. For lovers of this sort of technical canyon and grade skiing, this is a great area. However, most locals tend to treat it as a place to catch a few turns when they don't have time to head for the Highlands or Snowmass. I gave it a morning and then headed for Snowmass myself. All that aside, the scenery from the gondola is absolutely extraordinary and well worth a download ride to watch the city come into view. Would definitely do it again, but preferably with a local or someone who knew the trails. 3 stars.
Okay, that seems fair and measured.
Say, yeah, a star off for difficulty, for perhaps, unclear, shady, foggy difficulty, and a star off for, I don't know, they didn't seem too at odds with the Chewbacca fur-wearing beach club goers.
That sounded like their biggest complaint.
It was a complaint, but it both seemed to be having a good time. They could have been meaner. They could have been meaner for sure.
Yeah.
I would have been.
Have you skied, snowboarded, done any of that sort of slope sports?
I have snowboarded up north. I don't feel like I've done it enough times to call myself a snowboarder.
Sure.
I can put a plank under my feet and go down. I can go down a bunny hill like a son of a bitch. But more than that, it's, I'm going to take a couple tumbles before I get to carve my way to the bottom of the hill, for sure.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I've been snowboarding 3, maybe 4 times. Like once a year the past couple of years, and that's it. So as you're reading that with the surprising technical bits like hairpin turns and sudden drops, I'm like, oh. So places I would die. Cool.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
if that's on a blue, I guess.
It doesn't even make me that worried because all my fondest memories at ski resorts were in the resort eating cheese fries. Not so much on the slopes.
Mm-hmm.
So this might be a cool place for me. I like to ride gondolas and watch people in Chewbacca fur.
It did sound... all the descriptions made it sound like a cool place to be.
Right. It was a shining 3-star review. It just wasn't for them, I suppose. That really was the main complaint, huh?
I'm not going to want to see the Instagram models in their little, I don't know, Chewbacca fur outfits. But I'm also going to, I'll probably feel the same way about the 4-year-old kid who's shredding down the hill because his parents brought him there when he was 2, and he's better than me. Or the bros that are going down shirtless because it's sunny out. And they're like, they got beers in their hands and they're just shredding. And I'm like,
ski resorts are one of those places that just attract pompous rich bastards, all types of them. I would feel strange approaching anyone at a ski resort with the intent to be friends. And this is a mark against me, I would just assume that they I thought their shit did not stink, to say the least.
I'll tell you what stinks.
You got a little review?
Yeah. Let me see. I got a handful of these because I must have ended up on the non-perishable food section of Amazon. Because I have a bunch of reviews for Star-Kissed tuna. I'll just read this one because it's the shortest. I think we'll have something to say about it. This is from Amazon customer. Star-Kissed chunk light tuna in oil. They tell the review, bad diarrhea, Amazon wouldn't refund. And they write, I don't know if it's because I have not eaten canned tuna in a long time, or if the product just isn't good, but I had diarrhea every time I tried to eat it, and they would not refund me. What a ripoff. I tried to see if they would let me ship the rest back to them and get a refund, but no, they would not. I am stuck with 3 unopened 8-packs and 5 cans left from the first 8-pack. Complete waste of $20 to $30, 1 star.
I mean, on one hand, I feel for this person. That's a lot of food to have on hand to be wasted and not be compensated for in any way. On the other hand...
Stop eating this. I think you know what's wrong.
Yeah, you know what old Benny Franklin said about doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. And I think that applies double for the doo-doo situations.
Yeah.
We have evolved to, I think that was our first good evolution besides thumbs, is figuring out when something makes us sick. We don't eat that no more.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice.
Yep.
Can't go fool again.
Green and sweet, good to eat. The redder the berry, might as well try it again. Might as well give it another shot. Hey, I saw Ugg. He ate these black mushrooms over there and just vomited and shit himself to death. But They smell kind of good. I think
so
I'm
shiny.
You want to come over and I'm just, check, just watch, just make sure I'm good while I try a couple of those bad boys. You can have some. Yeah, that part of those thoughts in our evolutionary line were supposed to be eradicated long time ago.
It's not even, let me revisit that first sentence, because it's not even that they're like, maybe this is bad. They say, and I quote, I don't know if it's because I haven't eaten canned tuna in a while. Or the product isn't good. Thinking, maybe I've lost my sea legs, so to speak.
Sure.
Maybe if you don't keep up with your canned tuna diet, this is what happens.
And I can understand that, right? When you travel, it takes a while to get acclimated to a new place's food. But that's a different sort of sick. I think it's...
Yeah.
There's a clear line between I have dysentery and I got a little tummy ache because I ate some food I'm not used to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, canned tuna's scary, bro.
The reviews, I've got some more. Maybe we'll revisit them later.
Sure.
But yeah, I'm not gonna be buying any of this stuff.
I was raised with a healthy respect for canned tuna. Tell you that much.
I typically dig it, but yeah, this has turned me pale. Paler than normal.
Pale as a ghost on the ocean sea. Pale as an Amazon driver about to fade into the ether after delivering 12 cans of bad tuna.
You left it on by the Mothman door.
Maybe that's what you need. You need to get Amazon to leave some bad tuna at your cryptid door.
That's how you get rid of them.
That's how you get rid of them. But you can't get rid of us because we got new episodes, baby. Every Tuesday Reviews Day. That's right. # Tuesday Reviews Day. This is reviewparty.com. Woo! Ooh. Thanks for listening. Get ahead of myself a little bit. That's the most important. Thank you for listening. If you want to be a part of the show in some fun way, you can send us a funny review like the ones we read today. It can be funny, weird, just make you go, huh? Any type of thing that you think is worth putting in front of our eyes. We'd love to see it. Just send that internet funniness over to reviewparty.com @gmail.com. Include a name so we can throw you some credit for that. Matt, tell me things.
Hey, audience, listeners, we want you all over us like feral cats on a can of bad tuna. We want you to be pawing and mewing and all crazy. And you can do those sort of things. I know for sure. Verified. 100% factual. You can do all those things on Instagram and TikTok @reviewparty.com. And hey, did I say TikTok? We have TikTok. We have Instagram too. Just go follow us there. If you're like, I don't have time to listen to 52 minutes of you guys every week, well, you can get little snippets of our silliness both places. Also on Twitter @ReviewPartyPod. And hey, if you're into reading reviews that maybe we wrote, check out Letterboxd Review Party. You heard of us? If you have, then you know we've got a website, reviewparty.com. So much stuff there that I would tell you about, but go listen to the last episode and hear it there, okay? Deal? Cool.
I had a really scathing review of the Mario movie I forgot to put on there, but it's still in my head, so hey, go check out Letterboxd. Maybe that funny Mario review will be on there, which is good because I've been too nice. I gave out too many 5 stars. I regret it. Anyway, I don't regret asking the Nosebleeds to use their song Bread for Breakfast as our theme song because it's good. They make good music. Check out more music from them if that sounds neat. Spotify is a good place to do it. Bread for Breakfast is the name of the song. Nosebleeds is the name of the band. Go check them out. I got a finisher here. A little review to finish us off from Amazon. This is for Ken's Foods Inc. Cannonball Barbecue Sauce 1 gallon.
Let's get it, Ken.
This is a steakhouse barbecue sauce, I'm assured by the label here.
Okay.
Cindy Lee titles their review, Never Received It. They write, I needed this for a recipe, but it never arrived. Good barbecue sauce, but good luck having it actually arrive. 1 star.
It's gotta be Ken's. When it's got to be Ken's, it's got to be Ken's.
I ain't going to the corner store and getting no KC Master crap. I need Ken's Cannonball, baby!